it, and the Duke's Mayo Classic. A lot of buzz and buildup as we kick off another college football season here today. Both teams have circled this game on their schedule. Two of college football's elite colliding here in a matchup of top 5 teams early in the season. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Sooners will kick this away to get us going here. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start the 25. First down here for this offense. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, how about that? Another LSU wide receiver makes a big-time catch for the Tigers offense. Oh, just a couple names to throw out. How about OBJ? How about Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, who right now arguably two of the top receivers in the NFL, all from LSU. And watching this young man right here, he's hoping he's next in line.
And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for the wideout. He makes the grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
You know, you roll the dice here as a defense when you play man-to-man. The thing is, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback. If you don't, he's got time, and now he can look at that defense and figure out where is his best one-on-one matchup, and he makes a big play there.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Lets it fly to the wideout. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Eludes the run. Both run tackle, but couldn't escape. Dropped for a sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. The pass rush closing in. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. The DB's backing off from the line now. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big 4th down stop.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
The guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure is coming. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
I love to see defenses be aggressive. They dial up the heat on this play, brought the linebacker on the blitz, and they get to the quarterback.
Second down now after the sack. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And the Sooners will bring their punt team onto the field. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a fourth down try. Can they get something going here? They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
They've got him down out near the 40.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Defense not pressing this time. On third down, he drops to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. The freshman's able to get home with a sack.
Chris, what a shot, right? Come to an LSU game and you see a defensive lineman overwhelm an offensive lineman and come up with a big sack. When was the last time you didn't see LSU have defensive linemen who can make life difficult for quarterbacks and offensive linemen? Because I can't. They always have big boys who are athletic to make life difficult in that backfield.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's going to take off here. Gets some space around the 30. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
On third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Man, I love the toughness from this offense here on third down and short. being able to get behind a big physical offensive line. They get a hat on a hat, get enough of a push, and the back is able to get behind there and find just enough real estate to pick up the first down.
The Sooners lining up here on 1st and 10. They'll run it here. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
Chris, I kind of feel like a coach right now because I'm always wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when as an inside linebacker, all you're ever taught, all you hear about is don't let them cross your face. If they want to go to the outside, it's okay. But inside, no. Can't have that happen, and it costs them.
And it's incomplete. Even in a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. They'll run the option. They'll give it to the running back. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now.
Well, he came close to putting this ball into the end zone, but comes up short. Now we're looking at a 3rd and goal. Boy, the defense is digging in. The offensive line trying to get a good push. I'm curious to see if they try to run the football again here on 3rd and goal.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, it seemed like the offense is trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
So it looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
After the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Return begins inside the 10. He steps out of bounds right at the 25-yard line. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Using the ground game here, tailback has the handoff. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
A great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down, looking to throw it. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and put it right on the money to pick up that 1st down. And I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position. There have been moments where you've seen that. There have been other moments where they've been asking for more out of their quarterback. So you had the Burrow moment in 2019 that was historic, one of the best we've ever seen in the sport. But now you want to see throws like this and be a great complement to that running game, and then you become a complete package and a real threat in the SEC.
LSU now operating in the red zone. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. There's a shot toward the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Oh, my gosh, would he love to have that one back. Open receiver downfield, and he misses him. That's where you go back to the receiver and say, hey, man, that one's on me. I'm coming right back to you.
Important second down play coming up. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Third down, out of the shotgun. Catch made on the left side. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play.
That's the end of the first quarter. Oklahoma 3, LSU 0.
So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
The kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. First down play called. How aggressive will it be? They'll try the option play here. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to create here on the move. It is intercepted. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's going to pull it down and run. And the junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving. LSU is now operating in the red zone. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Well, perfectly thrown football here, and this quarterback's got to be fired up. It's his first passing touchdown of the season. Here's the first of hopefully many more for this young man.
The PAT is good, so it's a 14-3 lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
LSU 14, Oklahoma 3.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. Offense is back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Testing the right side here. Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense flying to the football.
Chris,
This, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down at the 42.
I still love to see Oklahoma run the football and be able to show people they can get first downs by running the ball. I know their quarterbacks have been great in recent years, but the Sooners, when they want to be able to run the ball, they're going to run it. You still can't stop that offensive line and a great dynamic back. So good job here by the Sooners. Move the sticks.
Again, makes it second and medium. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Good enough for first down yardage.
Offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of.
Again, makes it second and medium.
Second down.
He'll hand it off. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a first and 10. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Oklahoma!
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Set up for the PA2. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. The kickoff will bounce right into the end zone for a touchback. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field, trying to build on this lead before halftime. They got off to a slow start, but they've gotten it going here in the second quarter. Enough for a first down at the 37. Offense in hurry-up mode.
Chris, it feels good to see an LSU team be able to run the football when you know they're going to run. I mean, they've been doing that forever. All the way back to Jacob Hester and Kevin Falk. His ability to run the ball and catch out of the backfield. Leonard Fournette. And, of course, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on that great 2019 team. And now, LSU stable of backs again on this roster, too.
They look to throw it here on second down. Fires it to the wideout. And he pulls in the catch. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, is it possible to be DBU and wide receiver U at the same time? I think the LSU fans think it's possible. They always seem to have great defensive backs, and they always have pass catchers that just show up and show out week after week, year after year.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Tries to get it to the running back. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. See if they can convert the point after. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He steps out at the 23. That's where the drive will start. the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments.
Timeout, LSU.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the runner takes off to his right. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Here's the second down play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And he's hit right as he throws it. Not complete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. This will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
Well, I thought the return team did a really good job of giving him some room to work with, but I feel like the returner was so focused on making a big play downfield that he forgot to take care of the football, and it cost him.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. Second down play coming up. We go with a direct snap. Stopped short the marker after just a short gain. The offense now facing a third and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Nice grab. It's Selvia. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more third down conversions like that, and they're in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Looking to throw it on first down. Makes a quick catch. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. No press here. The defense backing away. First down. Looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. LSU has moved into the red zone. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
completion. They'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Selvia. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down.
Chris, give him some credit here. He's fighting to get to that first down, breaks the tackle, just comes up a little bit short of the first down.
The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So they settled for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. And he takes this from inside the 5. Gets across the 25-yard line. They'll spot it at the 27. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. An explosive play. Big game. Spotted down near the 37. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. 2nd down after that previous play. And he drops back in the gun. He's moving out of the pocket. Scrambling. Now he'll make the throw. He's got his man in the open field. Great effort there to get points before halftime, but they bring him down, and the clock runs out. And that is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, just a great throw here. Surgical and precise and doing what they need to do to be able to pick up that first down and keep this Oklahoma offense on the move.
Escapes the sack. And he's going to rifle this one deep to the left side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Boy, what a good job by this defense of trying to put pressure on this mobile quarterback. Here's another example of what he can do. He looked like he was going to be down for a loss, and instead is able to fight through it. But I'm going to tip my cap to this defense. They knew what they were facing today, and they're doing a good job of containing him and applying enough pressure to be able to offset this offense.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, LSU for years has played a one-gap defense that loves to pin their ears and get upfield. It's a risky defense, and it requires great athleticism on the defensive line, something that they've had forever. Great sack here to keep that tradition alive. But you think back over the years, Booger McFarland and Marcus Spears and Glenn Dorsey and off the edge, Kiki Mingo. Just so many great LSU defensive linemen that can get after that quarterback.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Receiver makes the catch. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down.
Oh, my gosh, the defense does their job. That ball is thrown short of the first down. They've got to rally to the ball and not let him have that kind of effort to pick up a first down.
Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-holed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
This time, a completion. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. The Sooners looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Back to throw again. Running out of time in the pocket. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Offense sets up for play number 8 on this drive. And the single back takes the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
The offense eager to keep this drive going. They're facing a 3rd and long from the 20 now. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. It's complete. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. And the Sooners hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. That's a crucial response with this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
PHC is good. They still trail, though. Now they get set to kick it away. Kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. That's caught. It's Selvia. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Delivers quickly to the left side. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Finally brought down to the 20-yard line. A huge gain puts him in great scoring position. LSU now operating in the red zone. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Looking for a deep completion. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Heads out of bounds after a solid game, more than enough to pick up a first down. The 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense.
It was a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and you talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. It doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
Grab made by the tight end. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Return begins inside the 10. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Turns on the speed. It's a very nice return before stepping out of bounds. Puts the offense in nice position to start the drive. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. The Sooner tussle to the line to run the hurry out. And now the running back's got it again. Tackle, but forced down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. The back's got it. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held them just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
At the 19-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
The Sooners are in the red zone now. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he throws it away there, avoiding a mistake on 3rd down. And now a 4th down decision coming up.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial 4th down try. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Trying for a 4th down completion. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver. And the ball comes out that fast to put so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Hey, Chris, the threat of these receivers to the outside really did a nice job of opening up the interior. And the quarterback reads that, sees that he's got the post wide open to the tight end, makes a great throw for that touchdown.
The extra point gets him with a touchdown, 31-24. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Receivers are bunched together. Corners back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. The pocket breaking down. Looking to scramble now. Tackle after he makes the first down as the seconds tick away here in the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, LSU 31, Oklahoma 24.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He'll fire it over the middle, had a lot of time in the pocket. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. No stopping him, takes it all the way. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Returner looking to create better field position. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Sooners offense is back on the field. A beautiful balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Contact as he threw it. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. Looking to scramble. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up 4th down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving.
That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Look out, he's got some space. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. but the interception for the most part seals the deal for the defense.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. And the defense makes some adjustments. Come up with a stop here. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Movement at the second level of the defense now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Trying to create outside the pocket move. The junior able to bring him down quickly. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. It's a quick grab. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys to 3rd down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a first down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
Quick throw to his receiver, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense adding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. This kickoff team, let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. He'll pitch it. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Just love watching this line. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pass.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He escapes the sack. Quarterback escapes the pocket. On the move, looking deep. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Handoff heading left. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep...
It's a highlight reel diving catch there. They bring it down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. perfect execution here for a first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Trying to extend the play. He's got a lot of time. Now sends this one deep to the right. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. This has been a dominant performance so far. Up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Short loss on the play sets up 2nd and long from the 18. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Lets it go. Makes the catch downfield. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, LSU. And the beatdown continues.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his 3rd touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
And he knocks through the PAT. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. Ball is incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time. So 2nd down after the incompletion. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Throws to the tight end. And the senior quarterback puts a little bit too much on the throw.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
And here's a deep throw with the clock winding down. It's caught. They will rule that a catch, a huge game through the air. And the Sooners come up to the line in the hurry-up.
A huge play moves it down the field. First down.
Looking to throw it on first down. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Touchdown, Oklahoma. This offense is still clicking.
Well, you can tell that this play caller, the offensive coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this one.
Now they'll go for a two-point conversion. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. And it's caught in the end zone for a two-point conversion to cut into this lead. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. recover the onside kick. Looks like they've been practicing that one.
Well, how about that? Man, you don't see that happen hardly ever with an onside kick coming up exactly the way it is drawn. Great execution on this one. Let's see what they can do with this extra possession now.
Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. This thing is so out of hand, all you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First down, they're going to throw the football. And they get the completion. Then he'll run out of bounds and picking up a few yards on the play. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Second down, we're going to throw it. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. The offense now operating in empty. They're going to throw for it on third and short. Contact as he let the ball go. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 31.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a 2-ball. That means it's got to be on a line. Here he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make a play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
Gain of 1. Brings up second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here comes a handoff. Tackle up near midfield at the 48. And the defense stops the clock with a timeout. 24 seconds remaining.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Try and muscle for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
So a good W here. Their season is up and running. The goal was to be 1-0, but also, Kirk, we got a chance to see what this team is capable of when they play their best.
I completely agree with you, Chris. I was definitely impressed with this performance. We'll just have to see how far this team can really go.